Alrighty, what's up, everyone?
What's up?
So sometimes the memes just make themselves, the comparisons make themselves, and the analogs illustrate themselves. So Pedo-Hitler did a speech today, and you'll understand why I'm calling him that in just a moment.
Yeah.
And we're gonna live react this. So let's just get into it. Caitlin, can you put the screen up, please?
I certainly can. Here we go.
We're just gonna skip till he's actually up at the podium.
My fellow Americans.
First of all, you're not an American. You're a traitor. You're a piece of shit. Don't fucking try to identify yourself as an American. I am a red-blooded American. Both my father and grandfather served. My best friend served. I tried to serve. You sniff children and send our wealth to foreign states to fight proxy wars, to return political favors, to pay for debt that you incurred from your illegal business dealings. You're not an American. Go fuck yourself.
Please, if you have a seat, thank you. I speak to you tonight from sacred ground in America, Independence Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is where America made its Declaration of Independence to the world more than 2 centuries ago, with an idea unique among nations, that in America, we're all created equal. This is where the United States Constitution was written and debated.
I don't want to hear about all Americans being created equal from a man who's used his power to scare consequences his entire life.
This is where we set in motion the most extraordinary experiment of self-government the world has ever known. With 3 simple words: we the people. We the people. These 2 documents and the ideas they embody, equality and democracy, are the rock upon which this nation is built. They're how we became the greatest nation on earth. They're why, for more than 2 centuries, America has been a beacon to the world. But as I stand here tonight,
and why do you keep trying to shit all over them?
Equality and democracy are under assault. We
By
do ourselves no favor to pretend otherwise. So tonight, I've come to this place where it all began to speak as plainly as I can to the nation.
Such a strain.
As plainly as you can? What? So you're going to try to keep the dementia-fueled insanity to a minimum?
The power we have in our own hands to meet these threats, and about the incredible future that lies in front of us, if only we choose it.
By the way, they hopped me up on an incredible amount of meth and adrenochrome to get out here and get this many sentences coherently said.
Let's never forget, we the people are the true heirs of the American experiment that began more than 2 centuries ago. We the people are burning inside of each of us the flame of liberty that was lit here at Independence Hall. The flame that lit our way through abolition, the Civil War, suffrage, the Great Depression, world wars, civil rights. That sacred flame still burns. Now in our time, as we build an America that is more prosperous, free, and just.
Yeah, before your presidency it was.
Yeah.
That is the work of my presidency.
Presidency.
Yeah.
Oh, did you have a thought? Hang on.
Free and just. That is the work of my presidency.
Did you have a thought on that?
Well, no, you did air quotes for presidency, which I was basically just going to say.
Oh, yeah. 80 million votes, don't you?
Sure, yeah.
Most popular president ever.
Well, yeah, because dead people
Freest
are dead people too.
election ever. Don't you know?
Right? Yeah. Like I said, dead people are people too.
Dead people are people too. Hey, and if it just so happens that you get a batch of ballots and they all have the same candidate's name on them, that's just how it works. That's not statistically possible or anything. That could totally happen.
Yeah.
Graphs, they do this all the time. Perfectly normal.
I believe in with my whole soul.
You don't have one.
Right.
With ourselves.
You sold it to Satan. And I mean that literally.
Well, maybe it's the soul of, the soul that he has necessarily doesn't have to be his own, actually.
Caitlin, that's not how that works.
Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal.
Hey!
Donald Trump and the MAGA.
Wait. Pay?
Pay!
No fucking way.
Yeah! He says, can't stay, but saw you were alive, so thought I would quickly jump in and say hi. Hope all is well. Yeah. Hi, man.
Well, shit, man. Good to see you. Glad you're alive.
What's up, dude?
What else can I say other than, glad to see you. By the way, this channel is political now. So, if you want to see me go on, somewhat unhinged rants, but that are based in truth, just stop on by every now and then. Oh, man. Always good to see you, man. Always good to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, the book with the character that's based on you. Mm-hmm. I just got which edit is this now? Third or fourth? Third. This would be the third edit. I just got the third edit back. So if you want a copy of that before I start shopping it around to like literary agents and everything, you just let me know.
Republicans represent extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And so it begins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's so united that everyone who doesn't agree with me is the problem. That's so, Caitlin. This is the worst. This is the greatest uniter since Gandhi. Caitlin, I just. Oh!
Well, I mean, because their idea of unity, though, is conformity.
Yes.
It's not, oh, hey, you guys are, individuals over here, and you guys are individuals over here. It's, hey, there's a place for everything, and everything in its place. That being all of the boxes that we made. Now stay in the little boxes we made, and stop being what we don't like.
You will step in line,
citizen.
I want to be very clear up front. Not every Republican, not even the majority of Republicans, are MAGA Republicans.
That's not true.
Not every Republican embraces their extreme ideology. I know, because I've been able.
Define extreme ideology, sir, because I'm pretty sure the way you define it, every Republican falls under that extreme ideology, because pretty much every Republican is against the surgical mutilation of kids. Every Republican is against obscene amounts of wasteful spending. Every Republican is in favor of reasonable tax cuts. All things that you would say make us radical, because you've said those are the things that make Republicans radical.
Yeah.
So you're a liar.
Able to work with these mainstream Republicans.
By mainstream Republicans, you mean Democrats who pretend that they're Republican.
Yes.
Got it.
Pay said, my sound is going in and out, but heard something about a book on an edit round. Shoot me a message sometime. Just getting settled in Montreal.
I hope everything's going really well getting settled over there, man. I really do. I will definitely shoot you a message.
Yes. We miss you.
Dominated, driven.
We do. We want to see you. We want to see you on stream sometime soon.
Yeah.
Intimidated by Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans. And that is a threat to this country. These are hard things. But I'm an American president.
If you have to tell us that's what you are. I'm just kidding.
Right. Right. It's like I don't think I've ever heard an American or heard of an actual American president getting up and there and saying, "I'm an American president."
Yep, I'm an American president. Yeah.
I'm an American president. No, I'm an American president. We're all.
He's like, I'm having to reassure myself that that's what I am.
I'm an American president, and I just filled my absolutely massive diaper with an absolutely massive amount of shit. Hashtag poopy pants Biden.
Yeah, but it's like, look at the confusion on his face, though. He's like, I'm an American president. Like, there should be a question mark. I'm an American president?
Yeah,
President of Red America, Blue America, but of all America. And I believe it's my
You're not
duty,
my president.
My duty to level with you, to tell the truth, no matter how difficult, no matter how painful. And here, in my view, is what is true.
In your view. See, here's the thing about your view. You're senile, demented, a habitual liar, a pedophile. Your son is a crackhead. And there's absolutely nothing about your governmental record, personality, mental condition, or otherwise associated with you that gives me even an iota of confidence that your view is any better than a blind man's.
MAGA
Go sniff another child. I'm sure that, it's only going to take a few more fathers before someone decks you in the face.
Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do.
Yeah, I'm constantly trying to shit on the Second Amendment. I don't think you have the right to, basic firearms. Even though the Founding Fathers said you could straight up have warships. But, it's them. They're the ones who don't respect. Also, I want my political opponents censored. They shouldn't have a right to be on Twitter or YouTube or other places. But it's the other guys who are shitting on the First Amendment. And also the right to privacy. I don't really respect that one because I send the DOJ and FBI to raid the private estates of my political opponents. So I can't remember the number of that amendment, but I don't really believe in that one either. Sorry, I have to go. I just shit myself.
Will of the people. They refuse to accept the results of a free election. And they're working right now, as I speak, in state
refused to accept the results of a free election. Like you guys did for 4 years, saying that Trump was illegitimate because of the Russia hoax? Yeah. Because of the fucking P-tape dossier that proved time and again at every level of that investigation to be complete bullshit? You mean like that?
Yeah. It's like
iron law of woke projection never misses, folks. If they accuse their enemies of it, they are doing it every single time.
Yep. It's okay when we do it.
It's okay when we do it. Shout out to Paul Joseph Watson for I will never stop using that. He got me on that.
It's amazing.
When we do it.
It's so simple and so true.
Oh man, we're fucking 6 minutes into this 27-minute fucking propaganda piece.
Decide elected in America to partisans and cronies.
Oh, hi, Caden. He says, I bet you think the earth is flat too.
No.
He probably does.
I bet Joe Biden might. I'm telling you this, I don't. You're going to have to try harder than that, buddy. Like, go fuck yourself. Message retracted. I bet you think the earth is flat. I bet your brain is flat.
Well, don't you know they iron it out because they don't like wrinkles.
Undermine democracy itself. MAGA forces are determined to take this country backward.
What?
Booming economy under Trump. No wars. Historic peace agreements. What exactly? Wait,
Oh, he says, I bet your ass is flat, which shows how much you know.
You see this? This is the ass that is going to a powerlifting meet this October. Okay?
Yeah.
This is a hefty amount of cake right here.
Yes.
If you think anything about me is flat, you haven't been to my live streams over at twitch.tv/if you're feeling adventurous, where I lift very heavy shit.
Very heavy things.
To an America where there is no right to choose, no right to privacy, no right to contraception, no right to marry who you love.
No right to contraception.
What? Well, you kind of did ask to see his ass with that comment.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
This isn't YouTube isn't publishing all of those comments that he's making. That's okay. I don't really care.
That's okay.
Thank you for letting me know what he's saying though.
Thank you for being here and
Yeah,
the engagement.
And they fan the flames of political violence.
I can't make it. I can't make it through a sentence without stopping just to process the level of aneurysm and cope and deny it.
It's yeah.
BLM riots. Thousands dead.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of millions of dollars of property damage.
Yeah.
Entire cities on fire for weeks. Go fuck yourself, you lying piece of shit.
He says, he says,
the tragic tale of Okay, you might have me on this one. I don't know anything about the tragic tale of L710114H. Do I believe in COVID? I don't know. Do you believe in oxygen?
That are a threat to our personal rights, to the pursuit of justice, to the rule of law, to the very soul of this country.
You don't know anything about that.
Stormed the United States Capitol on January 6th.
Oh yeah, it was such a storming of the Capitol. Police pulled the barriers away and opened the doors.
Right.
Yeah. Such a storming of the Capitol as people walked through the halls shouting, peacefully protest. Such a storming. You gaslighting piece of shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it was such a storming. You literally had people standing there with clipboards directing people where to go and what they should be doing in front of cameras.
Right. Dude, Zoo, yes. Yeah. Biden is one of the cringiest people I've ever seen in politics. Maybe the cringe. It's actually Hillary. But yeah. Okay. I'm not going to do it on stream, but I will look this person up. L71014H. I will look this up just so I know what the fuck you're talking about, but not on stream.
Law enforcement, not as insurrectionists who placed a dagger at the throat of our democracy. They look at them as patriots, and they see their MAGA failure to stop a people.
I remind you that the people who founded this country rebelled against their governing empire over a tea tax. And Biden just hired 87,000 new IRS agents. And they're going after stuff as minor as $600 Venmo payments. You tell me who's attacking the spirit of this country.
Peaceful transfer of power after the 2020 election as preparation for the 2022 and 2024 elections. They tried everything last time to nullify the votes of 81 million people.
Oh, yeah. 81 million people. Well, I mean,
I invite you. I'm not saying that the election wasn't completely fair and legitimate. I would never say that. I'm just saying, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Check the average mail-in ballot acceptance rate in literally every single presidential election before 2020. Compare it to the mail-in ballot acceptance rate of 2020. Normalize them. Look at how many votes Biden would get, and ask yourself, does that make sense? Just go ahead.
This time, they're determined to succeed in thwarting the will of the people. That's why respected conservatives like Federal Circuit Court Judge Michael Ludwig has called Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans, quote, a clear and present danger to our democracy.
I don't care.
American democracy is real. I want to say it's clear.
It is.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's you.
Yeah. Exactly. The threat to our democracy is absolutely real, Biden. Absolutely agree with you. And it is you and the far left, the regressive left, the communists in Democrats' clothing. But I repeat myself.
As we can. We are not powerless in the face of these threats. We are not bystanders in this ongoing attack on democracy.
Yes, there was a pandemic of stupidity, and it did kill a lot of people.
Oh, is that Caden Bain again? That one's not showing up on YouTube. Was that from him, Kate?
Yeah, he said there was a pandemic, in all caps, going on that was killing people. Go read the acronym story. Pause Biden for all I care.
Yeah, I don't need to go read the story. I'm very well acquainted on your pandemic. 99.7% survival rate. Lockdowns killed millions more than they saved. Dr. Fauci lied repeatedly. Multiple countries enforced draconian lockdown and masking and vaccine measures. I'm very well acquainted with your pandemic.
Yeah.
Guess what, buddy? I don't care. Let's say the pandemic was an actual threat. There are things that are more important than staying alive another day. Sorry, I don't give a fuck if it saves just one life. My ideals of freedom and justice are 110% more important to me than all the lives that weren't saved by mail-in voting. It's not an argument that's valid to me because there are some things that are 100 times more important than life. And the people that fought to found this country understood that. And that's why they rebelled, knowing they were likely going to die for it. Your argument has absolutely no weight. Give it a rest.
Far more Americans from every background and belief who reject the extreme MAGA ideology than those.
You're right, dude. It's very, very slowly becoming that.
I'm not talking about, the man who escaped a living hell. I'm not, okay, I can't get a read on you, Caden. Am I anti-vax? Well, let me tell you this. I certainly wasn't before 2018. I've had my vaccinations. I won't get the COVID vaccine. I was actually fired from my job because I won't. And now, after this, my kids aren't getting a single goddamn vaccine.
Folks, it's within our power, it's in our hands, yours and mine, to stop the assault on American democracy. I believe America is at an inflection point. One of those moments that determine the shape of everything that's to come after. And now, America must choose to move forward or to move backwards. To build.
You heard him, vote. You heard him, folks. Vote red in November. For God's sakes, vote red in November. And
Yes.
don't let them kick you out of the vote counting facilities until the votes are tallied. And don't let them put cardboard up on the windows. And don't let them say a water pipe burst. And don't let them pull containers out of vans pulling up to the facility with no chain of custody and let them take those boxes full of ballots into the Scantrons.
Yeah. And don't let them try and impose another lockdown either so that they can use it as a smokescreen and things like this bullshit can happen. This comment, okay, well, other people who weren't you feared COVID and mailed their ballots. That was a smokescreen.
Yeah. Bro, if you actually believe that COVID kept any large portion of people, were there some people who were immune compromised or who succumbed to the COVID hysteria and mailed their ballots? Yeah, there was probably a decent amount of people that was the case.
Yeah.
I counter with this. If you're so scared of a virus with a 99.7% survival rate that you can't go to the polls to vote, you don't deserve to vote. And I'll stand by that.
Yeah.
And I know I don't speak for everyone. You don't need to tell me I don't speak for everyone. I speak for myself. I speak for Caitlin, who is confident throwing her voice behind mine. That's why I'm the leader at Team Adventurous.
Yep.
And I can't speak for Mason because he differs with me on some things, but I'm sure he would agree with me on the basic concept of some things are worth dying for. And your right to vote and the freedom to vote and the freedom to make sure your vote is legitimate and counted is one of those things that's worth dying for. Again, that's why we had a Revolutionary War.
The future or obsess about the past. To be a nation of hope and unity and optimism, or a nation of fear, division, and of darkness. MAGA Republicans have made their choice.
Well, that's what you're working really hard on.
A nation of fear, division, and darkness, as I stand in the most Nazi-esque setting any politician from America has ever stood in. Like, dude, you literally look like you're being filmed at a Hitler rally right now. Come on!
The way they arranged it, I don't think any of these people had any self-awareness.
Yeah.
They embrace anger. They thrive on chaos. They live not in the...
They embrace anger, says the guy who's so insecure and easily agitated that he constantly challenges his political rivals to push-ups. Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
I would like to see him try.
Me too.
the light of truth, but in the shadow of lies. But together.
You don't know anything about the truth, bro. You're on record lying more than fucking the boy who cried wolf, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, Trump lied just as... No. Trump salesman, he deliberately exaggerates to boost his own ego and his own platform. He knows that there weren't however million people at his speech that day. He knows that, you fucking idiots. He's exaggerating because it's marketing. And guess what? It worked because you constantly gave him free publicity because you felt a need to fact check bravado. Congratulations, you played yourself. Meanwhile, you let Biden, who has just lied about awards he's received, degrees he's received, places he's supposedly been that never existed, people he's met that never existed, and a myriad of other things. Meanwhile, he lies about all that shit and then on camera admits to his actual illegal crimes concerning Ukraine and his son and quid pro quo. Quid pro quo.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, truth is not something you have any concept of, Biden. All you do is lie. Go fuck yourself.
Together we can choose a different path. We can choose a better path forward to the future. A future of possibility, a future to build and dream and hope. And we're on that path moving ahead. I know this nation. I know you, the American people. I know your courage. I know your hearts. And I know our history. This is a nation with honor.
Yeah, you know our history so well that you know the thing. Yeah, you really know our hearts. Sure, buddy. You've been suckling at the public teat your entire adult life, and somehow I'm supposed to believe that you know anything about what's in my heart. What was in the heart of my father, who'd been working, turning wrenches, and building this country, and served in the military his whole life. Yeah, well, my father didn't serve in the military his whole life. Just to clarify, he did one term in the Navy, but building this country his whole life. Yeah, Biden. Yeah, I really believe you know anything about us. You.
Well, see here, Caden, my answer to that question is the silent majority is just that. It's silent. And those that, have things like TikTok and other parasitical mediums and things like that are better advertised.
Mm-hmm.
They're a far smaller percentage than a lot of people give them credit for because they're being given more credit and more spotlight than people that don't think that way.
Yeah, the silent majority, it should actually be renamed the apathetic majority. Most people are so comfortable they can't be bothered to get engaged in politics. That's just a reality. Meanwhile, you have the hyper mega ultra leftist Karens who are so loud and obnoxious that they drown out the voices of anyone else who's even remotely sane with their shrill screeching and Chinese communist algorithms. And don't fucking call me a conspiracy theorist for that, because the US government has admitted to this. And Chinese communist algorithms push forward the absolute craziest and most destructive people to be at the forefront of the app because they want a fucking toxin to take our culture, a mind poison that destroys us from the inside out. And what is that? It's radical fucking leftism perpetuated by cesspools like TikTok.
Here's our Constitution. We do not reject it. This is a nation that believes in the rule of law. We do not repudiate it.
Hey, Caitlin, write down 16 minutes timestamp. That little rant is going in a short.
This is a nation that respects free and fair elections. We honor the will of the people. We do not deny it. And this is a nation that rejects violence as a political tool. We do not.
No. People who are right of center reject violence as a political tool. Yeah. BLM rioted for 2 years straight because they don't like the statistical realities that more black people commit crime, and so they have more interactions with the police. Yeah. We're the ones that engage in the violence. Okay.
Encourage violence.
More projection.
America that believes in honesty.
Chinese, what does China have to do with this? They own TikTok. They design the algorithms that fuel TikTok, and most of the absolute most insane people who are pushing far left ideologies are on TikTok.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They have everything to do with this.
Not to mention, like, the virus came from a biolab in China.
Yeah.
Coincidence? No.
Oh, and by the way, we were all called conspiracy theorists because we were calling that right at the outset, And it wasn't until 2.5, 3 years into the whole thing that the establishment media and Democrat politicians began even entertaining the fact that that's what happened. And the people like me who were saying that that's what it was pretty much right from the get-go never got an apology for being called conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Decency and respect for others. Patriotism, liberty, justice for all, hope, possibilities. We are still at our core a democracy.
We are not at our core a democracy. We are a representative republic, which is not the same thing, and that's deliberate because democracies are mob rule. You have a fucking democracy of 10 sheep and 12 wolves, and they vote on what's for dinner that night. Well, the wolves have it. That's democracy. That is not what America is.
Yet, history tells us the blind loyalty to a single leader and a willingness to engage in political violence is fatal to democracy.
Go
for a long time,
yourself.
We told ourselves that American democracy is guaranteed, but it's not. We have to defend it, protect it, stand up for it.
From you.
Every one of it.
And that's why we need AR-15s. And don't try to tell me that my AR-15 isn't going to protect me from the government because you guys have jets and nukes. You're not going to use those against the American public, first of all, because there's literally no point in doing that, because who wants to rule a pile of ashes? And second of all, if you seriously think that you'd be able to get more than 2/3 of the military on board with outright war against the American public, you're fucking delusional. So don't tell me my AR-15 isn't going to help me defend myself against your ass. Gaslighting piece of shit.
That's why tonight I'm asking our nation to come together, unite behind the single purpose of defending our democracy regardless of your ideology. We're all called by duty and conscience to confront extremists who put their own pursuit of power above all else. Democrats, independents, mainstream Republicans. We must be stronger, more determined, and more committed to safety.
The iron law of woke projection never misses.
It's okay when we do it.
It's okay when we do it.
To destroying American democracy. We, the people, will not let anyone or anything tear us apart. Today, there are dangers.
I agree, but man, you are sure giving it the old college try. Your feeble hands are so weak.
Around us, we cannot allow to prevail. We here, you've heard it, more and more talk about violence as an acceptable political tool in this country.
Your side is the only side that has said that. Your people, not Barbara Walters,
Elizabeth Warren,
Warren, the black gal
Maxine
from California, Maxine Waters, and Bernie Sanders, and you, and Kamala Harris, and pretty much every Democrat who ran in 2020, except Tulsi Gabbard, Tulsi, if by some miracle you see this, why the fuck are you still a Democrat? You know damn good and well that the Republican Party is more in line with the actual things you believe. Why are you determined to save a sinking ship, Tulsi? Get out while the getting's possible.
It's not. It can never be an acceptable tool. So I want to say this plain and simple.
That's finally something we agree on.
There is no place for political violence in America, period. None, ever.
It's like, okay, we're going to hold you to that.
You hear that, BLM? You hear that, Antifa?
Yeah, we're going to hold you to that, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
We saw law enforcement brutally attacked on January the 6th.
He couldn't make it one sentence after that statement. He couldn't make it one sentence. without contradicting himself.
Wow.
Yeah, because January 6th, which was mostly perpetuated by your FBI agitators, and the fact that the National Guard was strategically placed too far outside the Capitol to effectively maintain the crowd, and the fact that the Capitol Police Force was told to stand down by Nancy Pelosi, and that comes straight from a guy in the Capitol's police department. Yeah, yeah. I'm really yeah, man. We're just so violent. We're just so violent, Joe. We just can't wait to do another January 6th on you, and where we break into the Capitol and don't harm anyone.
Yeah.
We've seen election poll workers, many of them volunteers of both parties, subject to intimidation and death threats. And can you believe it? FBI agents just doing their job as directed, facing threats to their own lives from their own fellow citizens.
You mean like FBI occasionally does raids on people's houses, either with a warrant for the house next door or without a warrant, period, and they just shoot the people inside? You mean like that? Like how the American citizens have had to fear law enforcement if they were even remotely intelligent, and looking at the situation, how we've had to fear law enforcement since like the 30s? Like, Joe, go fuck yourself.
On top of that, there are public figures today, yesterday, and the day before predicting and all but calling for mass violence and rioting in the streets. This is inflammatory. It's dangerous. It's against the rule of law. And we, the people...
You don't care about the rule of law. You failed to prosecute your son who's on camera smoking crack.
People must say, this is not who we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't be pro-insurrectionist and pro-American. They're incompatible. We can't allow violence.
No, that's not true. The Revolutionary War was an insurrection against England. Insurrection is at the heart of this nation's soul. But you know that if you were an American.
To be normalized in this country. It's wrong. We each have to reject political violence with all the moral...
Just to top what off, Caitlin, again, YouTube is not showing most of his comments, so you're going to have to tell me, like, to top what off.
Yeah.
And also, did he say anything before that to put things in context?
He said,
so I can put them up on screen, because I can...
Put them up on screen? Okay. All right. So, let's see. Just to top this off. Okay. He says, okay, so a virus was released from a biolab in China, and TikTok spread lies to cover up election fraud, and nobody sent mail-in ballots because of the pandemic. Please explain how Trump helped anything.
Okay, I didn't say he did. Like, yeah. Bro, I'm sorry, can you make an argument without inciting Orange Man?
Right. Yeah. I
never said the words Trump except to talk about the lies thing.
Yeah. Also, he says, just to top this off, you're bull crap. Yeah, because people with legitimate arguments, always fall back on.
Yeah. Ad hominem.
Those kinds of statements.
Yeah, bro. I'm so bull crap. Yeah. Now go along to all your little Tweedle friends and tell them that this new channel is popping up as political commentary is evil and needs to be canceled, and you have fun with that.
Clarity and conviction this nation can muster. Now, we can't let the integrity of our elections be undermined.
But thank you for the engagement, though.
Chaos.
Right.
Look, I know politics can be fierce and mean and nasty in America. I get it.
Because of people like you.
I believe in the give and take of politics, in disagreement and debate and dissent. We're a big, complicated country. But democracy endures only if we, the people, respect the guardrails of the republic. Only if we, the people, accept the results of free and fair elections.
Again, like you people did for 4 years of Trump's term when you were calling out a absolute bullshit fucking conspiracy theory as grounds for him being illegitimate. You mean like that?
Only if we, the people, see politics not as total war, but mediation of our differences. Democracy cannot survive when one side believes there are only two outcomes to an election. Either they win or they were cheated. And that's where the MAGA Republicans are today.
Oh my God.
Don't ask why, just give your opinion on.
Yeah,
Okay, what is niarchy?
Well, first he said, okay, so you would rather have Trump, who brought classified documents to foreign countries, as president, than Biden, who tried his hardest to stop the pandemic. You tell really funny jokes, man. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I just had a mild aneurysm. Caitlin, something about I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, like, is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Bro,
Well, yes, I know what a gynarchy is.
I do not know what that is. No, Caitlin, I don't know what that is.
It's a rule by women, you know, like gynecologist.
Okay, got it.
You're ruled by vaginas.
So it's matriarchy.
Yes. Yeah.
My thoughts on matriarchy are it inevitably devolves into chaos.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Our country would be fucked.
Yeah. Well, our country. Look.
Well, I mean, at the state of things right now, yeah.
What you are seeing is gynarchy in action, folks.
Exactly.
Oh, there's still more male politicians, who are raging fucking third wave feminists. It's gynarchy. Now.
Yeah.
Again,
this guy's huge pussy, and
just like, bro, do you not know like anything about how the presidency works? I literally guarantee to you that every single politician who flies to do foreign meetings has classified documents with them.
Yeah.
You know anything about how modern politics actually works besides what's on MSNBC? Politicians travel with classified documents
all
regularly.
the time.
That's just what happens.
It's like yes.
I understand what every patriotic American knows.
Okay, a decent human being besides all the conspiracies. Okay, whatever. I appreciate that you're willing to concede that I'm a decent person, but thanks for that at least.
You can't love your country only when you win. It's fundamental.
I love my country. I hate my government. Does that make things clear, Joe?
Right.
Only if we choose to respect the rule of law and the institutions that were set up in this chamber behind me. Only if we respect our legitimate political differences.
That you're aware of, Clayton.
Any president ever brought up top secret documents to Russia? Yeah, exactly. That you're aware of. I like, bro.
I mean, do you work for the CIA?
Yeah, are you a CIA historian? Exactly. You have no way of knowing that, bro. Unless you're CIA or Department of Defense or shit like that. And even then you might not know. It's like, dude, you're just
Will not the will of the American people be overturned by wild conspiracy theories.
And by the way, also, can you please provide evidence that Trump actually took secret documents to Russia? Like,
yes.
Do you have any proof for that isn't an MSNBC or CNN report? Like,
Yeah,
I'd like a receipt on that, please.
Baseless evidence-free claims of fraud. I will not stand by and watch elections in this country stolen by people who simply refuse to accept that they lost.
Oh, like you guys for 4 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch.
It's okay when we do it.
The freedom to vote and have your vote counted and be taken from you and the American people. Look, as your president, I will defend our democracy with every fiber of my being. Join me.
It's so cringe. God.
You know why this speech is happening, Caitlin? This is a Hail Mary to recruit some patriotism to his side so that he has a little bit more of a backbone this coming election, because he knows what's coming.
Right.
Don't get apathetic, people. Stay mad. Remember the lockdowns. Remember the IRS agents. Remember the Inflation Act. Remember sending $40 billion to Ukraine while there were Americans who were starving. Don't forget all that shit. Don't forget the mask mandates. Don't forget the vaccine passports.
Yeah.
Don't forget that shit. Keep it in your mind's eye like a fly buzzing around your head.
Okay, well, where is it? Where is your actual proof?
Throughout our history, America has often made the greatest progress coming out of some of our darkest.
Also, do you know what NATO is?
I mean,
do you know what NATO is? Because I know what NATO purports to be. Yeah. Formed after WW2 or kind of during, like, what, Caitlin, towards the end of WW2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, towards the end of WW2. There's Allied forces, supposedly to be the world police and prevent World War III and all that kinds of shit. Yeah, I'm aware of what NATO claims to be. What's your point?
Moments like you're hearing from that bullhorn. I believe we can and must do that again. And we are. MAGA Republicans look at America and see carnage and darkness and despair. They spread fear and lies.
The iron law of woke projection never misses. Folks, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go right now. Pull up a video of screaming libs from the 2020, or excuse me, from the 2016 election, and look at the shit they were saying and how they were talking. And then you look at Republican conservative Twitter right now and tell me if you can spot a difference in the general mood and outlook of these two groups. Do a little compare and contrast. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Lies told for profit and power. But I see a different America. An America with an unlimited future. An America that's about to take off.
Okay, I have a manifesto I can send you and a bunch of screenshots and a few links to organizations, one of which you need 2 codes to access. Very interesting, sir. If you feel so inclined, go ahead. We have a public Discord server. Have at it.
Yeah.
Throw it in the long table. That's the general chat.
I hope you see it as well. Just look around. I believe we could lift America from the depths of COVID. So we passed the largest economic recovery package since Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And today, America's economy is faster, stronger than any other advanced nation in the world. We have more to go. I believe we can build a America. So we passed the biggest infrastructure investment since President Dwight D. Eisenhower. And we've now embarked on a decade of rebuilding the nation's roads, bridges, highways, ports, water systems, high-speed internet, railroads. I believe we could make America safer. So we passed the most significant gun safety law since President Clinton.
Gosh.
I believe we could go from being the highest cost of prescriptions in the world to making prescription drugs and healthcare more affordable. So we passed the most significant healthcare reform since President Obama signed the Affordable Care Act.
There's just so much bullshit to unpack and I'm losing steam. Obamacare was an unmitigated disaster. Oh my God. Healthcare was getting more affordable under Trump. He historically brought the price of insulin down, an executive order which you undid your first day in office, and then tried to take credit for insulin being cheap when you redid his executive order. Go. And I cannot stress this next part enough. These next two words, I want you to really let them sink in, Joe. Go. And this part, this one right here, focus. Just pay attention for 2 whole seconds, Joe. I just need you to zone in on this. Go. Fuck yourself.
And I believe we could create a clean energy future and save the planet. So we passed the most important climate initiative ever.
Do you mean the Paris Climate Accords, which have no binding power and is basically just a money laundering scheme to move money from the wealthiest countries to the poorest so the elite can then exploit the economies of those countries to reabsorb that wealth into their private entities? That climate agreement, that Paris Accord? Is that what you're talking about?
The cynics and the critics tell us nothing can get done, but they're wrong. There is not a single thing America cannot do, not a single thing beyond our capacity if we do it together. It's never easy.
I agree. So why don't you and all your radical far leftists get the fuck out of our way? You can tell you what, all of you just go to New York, California, Oregon, Washington. Can we agree with that? Just all of you in those states and leave everything else to us, and we can literally, if you just all stick to those states and fuck off from every other state, the conservatives will get this bitch humming. GDP will be fucking 10%. Inflation will start going down, and we'll be able to welfare state your asses into somehow managing to stay a first world country, even though every single policy you guys pass in your states will be leading you closer and closer to absolute dystopia. Just get out of our way and we'll make it happen.
But we're proving in America, no matter how long the road, progress does come.
I just realized I'm sitting in the dark, basically.
Look, I know the last few years have been tough, but today, COVID no longer controls our lives.
No
More
thanks to you.
Americans are working than ever. Right. Businesses are growing. Our schools are open. Millions of Americans have been lifted out of poverty.
That is a lie. That is literally just a bold-faced lie. That is literally just an open, no holds bar, I'm just gonna lie.
Veterans once exposed to toxic burn pits will now get what they deserve for their families and their compensation.
They'll get like what, like 20 grand each or something like that. Meanwhile, if you hadn't set that maybe. 40 billion what?
I said maybe.
And if you hadn't set that 40 billion to Ukraine and had instead used that to beef up what the veterans were getting, they each would have gotten like something like 5 or 6 million apiece. I'm just doing some very extremely rough math in my head. Don't quote me on it. Don't fucking try to act like you got me if you fucking prove me wrong, because I'm very bad at math. I'm just making the illustrative point that you don't give a fuck about veterans.
Yeah. Okay, so Caden is in the Discord.
Okay, well I will consider checking out some of the stuff he's posting after this stream, or I might just do another stream to check out this shit. Anyways.
Our land, and the future will be made in America. No matter what the white supremacists and the extremists say. I made a bet on you, the American people.
Sure you did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you made a bet on us for sure by closing down the Keystone Pipeline. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're really betting on American exceptionalism by limiting our ability to drill and frack. Yeah, man, you're really counting on American industry by shipping as much of our wealth and manufacturing as possible overseas.
Yeah, because that's betting on Americans for sure.
COVID, of gun violence, of insurrection. We can see the light. Light is now visible. Light that will guide us forward.
It's like, no, sir. That light at the end of the tunnel is a train, and it's coming to fucking run you over.
Figuratively speaking.
For your grandchildren, for America. Even in this moment, with all the challenges we face.
Well, the light at the end of the tunnel he's seeing.
What, Kate?
Well, the light at the tunnel he's seeing is something else entirely.
Something much hotter, yes.
Much hotter.
Not because of me, but because of who you are. We're going to end cancer as we know it. Mark my words. We're going to create millions of new jobs in a clean...
Quick note on that one. Just as someone whose father and sister both had cancer, I follow it somewhat closely. An experimental vaccine for like 50 or more cancers has already been in lab testing for about 2 years now. So if cancer is cured at any point during Biden's presidency or the near future afterwards, it will have nothing to do with Biden. That vaccine was already put together and in lab testing before he was president.
Yeah.
Energy economy. We're going to think big. We're going to make the 21st century another American century because the world needs us to. That's where we need to focus our energy. Not in the past, not on divisive culture wars, not on the politics of grievance, but on a future we can build together. The MAGA Republicans believe that for them to succeed, everyone else has to fail. They believe America, not like I believe about America. I believe America is big enough for all of us to succeed. And that is the nation we're building, the nation where no one is left behind. I ran for president because I believe we're in a battle for the soul of this nation. I still believe that to be true.
Oh, man.
No, we are. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, we absolutely are in a battle for the soul of this nation. This absolutely is a spiritual war. And you are on the wrong side of it, Biden.
The soul is the breath, the life, and the essence of who we are. The soul is what makes us us. The soul of America is defined by the sacred proposition that all are created equal in the image of God, that all are entitled to be treated with decency, dignity, and respect, that all deserve justice and a shot at lives of prosperity and consequence, and that democracy must be defended, for democracy makes all these things possible. Folks,
but we're not in a democracy.
Yeah, I already addressed that point.
I know. It's just like
again,
they're just like, if you say it enough, they'll change their mind.
Right. If we repeat it enough, the monkeys will believe me.
Yes.
Habits of the heart in our character, optimism that is tested yet endures, courage that digs deep when we need it, empathy that fuels democracy, the willingness to see each other not as enemies but as fellow Americans. Look, our democracy isn't perfect. It always has been. Notwithstanding those folks you hear on the other side there.
Yeah.
They're entitled to be outrageous.
Exactly. Keep your wars home. That's right.
Yes. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I agree 100%. That's one of the reasons I was so happy with Trump. No new wars under Trump. Do you realize he was like the first president in the last 20 or more years to have no new wars? Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I don't want to see the American military anywhere overseas unless it's supporting a direct treated ally.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, it had better be really damn important.
Yeah. Yeah.
But history and common sense. Good manners is nothing they've ever suffered from. But history and common sense tell us an opportunity, liberty, and justice for all.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the homeless situation in Cali, it absolutely disgusts me I go through that city and I see a third world country, but it's California. And so many of those people are vets. And it is not, again,
It's
40 billion to Ukraine, but we can't house our homeless vets. Don't tell me you care about vets, Biden. You don't.
Yeah.
Are most likely to come to pass in a democracy. We have never fully realized the aspirations of our founding, but every generation has opened those doors a little bit wider to include more people of any.
Movie Cherry. I've never seen the movie Cherry. You can give me a synopsis or I can make it a note to look it up.
Excluded before. My fellow Americans, America is an idea, the most powerful idea in the history of the world, and it beats in the hearts of the people of this country.
Most of us, a good chunk of your party hates America, thinks everyone here is a capitalist pig, and they think communism's the way to go.
Give us one moment.
Yeah.
It beats in all our hearts. It unites America. It is the American creed, the idea that America guarantees that everyone be treated with dignity. It gives hate no safe harbor. It installs in everyone the belief that no matter where you start in life, there's nothing you can't achieve. That's who we are. That's what we stand for.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to make everyone forget.
What we're doing. Opening doors, creating possibilities, focusing on the future. And we're only just beginning.
He says it's about a young kid that signs up for war after a breakup and comes back broken and goes hard in drugs. It's after a real story too, and he even robs banks.
That's yeah. Tom Holland is the ooh.
Oh, okay.
I might have to check that out.
Yeah.
I do like Tom Holland's work.
Our task is to make our nation free and fair, just and strong, noble and whole. And this work is the work of democracy, the work of this generation. It is the work of our time, for all time. We can't afford to leave anyone on the sidelines. We need everyone to do their part. So speak up, speak out, get engaged, vote, vote, vote. And if we do our duty in 2022 and beyond, then ages still to come will say, we, all of us here, we kept the faith. We preserved democracy. We heeded our worst.
Oh, shit.
We heeded not our worst.
You want to preserve democracy, Biden? Okay, cool. Let's return to a 100% paper ballot, no voting machines, Digiscan counters, the source for which is open code and on the internet, and a live counts of the vote is on internet. We have a federal voting day, so every state has to vote for the president and the Senate. Oh, excuse me, the Senate doesn't work because they elect at different times. So just the presidency. Excuse me. Sometimes I mix up policies in my head. Anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have every vote stayed on the same day. None of this alternate voting day shit. No more of this. It takes multiple days for a state, or weeks or months for a state to tally all its votes. No more of that bullshit. There's no reason that has to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
And when all of that happens, Biden, I will believe that you're actually trying to do something to preserve the integrity of the American election system.
Stinks but our better angels. Reprove.
Oh, and by the way, voter ID universally required for all federal elections. Federally, actually, fuck federal law. Amendment to the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
America is still the beacon to the world, an ideal to realize. A promise
That movie.
Nothing more important, nothing more sacred, nothing more American. That's our soul.
He says that movie is so raw. Even when you think he's getting the light, things go sideways.
Yeah, sounds like my life.
That's what we must always. I have no doubt, none, that this is who we will be. and that we'll come together as a nation that will secure our democracy, that for the next 200 years, we'll have what we had the past 200 years, the greatest nation on the face of the earth. We just need to remember who.
But you don't want to be the greatest nation on the face of the earth. That's why you constantly sell our wealth to overseas interests. That's why you sent $40 billion to Ukraine. That's why you shut down domestic energy. We were independent for the first time in like 2 generations under Trump, and you immediately shut that down so that we were forced to continue buying oil from our enemies.
Yeah.
You don't care about this country. Stop gaslighting me.
We are.
Hello, Leo.
Leo Smith, I find, which isn't stupid. Well, thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate the compliment. Why don't you grab a seat, grab some popcorn, and strap in, fellow adventurer. It's going to be a bumpy fucking ride. Welcome in. Welcome to the adventure.
States of America, the United States of America. And may God protect our nation, and may God protect all those who stand watch over our democracy.
That's thing number 2 we agree on. Absolutely. God bless America. Absolutely. Thing number 2 that we agree on. Are we going to get a turkey, Caitlin?
Maybe. Leo says, thank God. Yes.
I like you already.
Like, see,
like
there are intelligent life forms.
I love you, Caitlin.
Me too. Yeah. So still can't believe he sent all that money to Ukraine and still gave them a pass to enter the U.S. I mean, Ukraine army is messed up with part of it being Nazi. Yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, what they're doing to the foreign volunteers, the the people who decided to social justice warrior like a motherfucker and fly to Ukraine and join their volunteer force, those people are being used as cannon fodder.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an exaggeration. That's testimony from multiple people on the front lines over there.
Yeah.
Fuck Ukraine, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care.
People literally having their passports ripped up and being held hostage and told that they can't leave.
Yep. Being told, if you run, we will shoot you in the back.
Yeah.
Literally being told, if you try to leave, we will gun you down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Leo says, I literally found the trend on Twitter and I had to watch the speech. Some teens watched it live and they looked so fucking confused.
Yeah, like confused how? Like, were they like, really, what the fuck, is he serious? Like, were they, like, what was the confusion about? I'm very curious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, thank God it's done.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
It's over. Okay. Yeah, he said. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'll deal with. Hey, oh my God. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna deal with this. We're gonna deal with this live on stream. So, new comment to Tim Pool attacked by the far
PDA. Oh, I know. Yeah, PDA is okay as long as it's not them too.
Unless you are unequivocally against both the treasonous ex-president and his planned Jan 6 violent coup attempt, where he went against everything this country and our Constitution is supposed to stand for, in his many of his cult members plot to stay in power after losing by 7 million votes and end our democracy, then you have jack shit you can say with any credibility about the Democratic left doing anything wrong. Do you know what was attacked? Our right to have our votes count. Democracy! The stability, you don't know oh God, the stability of a world of power, ability to have its leader be chosen by the people instead of installed as a dictator.
Oh.
It's
like, okay.
Go watch the live stream I am currently doing. Have fun.
Leo says, so the teens thought Biden was right with all the bullshit he said. They were like 11 or 12 years old. Doesn't surprise me. Sixth said, at this moment, I'll give Elon the go-ahead to get me a robot suit. And Leo says, who the fuck wrote this? Some random person.
Yeah. Some random. I did a video talking about Tim Pool's new song and how the left is absolutely losing their shit because Tim Pool released a song that some people like, and this guy wrote a comment because he's absolutely super offended by the fact that I would call out the far left for their violence and absolute inability to tolerate anyone who doesn't disagree with them hook, line, and sinker.
Right. Yeah.
How dare I comment on far left extremism? How dare I talk about how they bully and dox and physically assault people? How I'm such a piece of shit for calling you out on your actions.
Yeah. Like, how dare I actually, stand up and support people who can produce art that aren't from, like, the gated community.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front for a second. If his song sucked shit, I would probably still be like, yeah, I'd listen to it again. Not because the song was good, if it theoretically did suck shit, but because I am determined to support Tim Pool because he's one of the few sane people who's left of center left. And he is above his ideology. He is a warrior for truth.
Yeah.
He's a warrior for what actually fucking happened. Right. I think he's wrong about some things, like 2020, but I respect him.
Yeah. Yeah. Leo says, you have the right to express your opinion. They're like, how dare you state what you believe? Wags finger. Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly. I'm super curious about this thing. Okay.
That Caden put in the Discord.
Yes. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, made by.
They're like, how dare anybody but our side produce art? And that's another reason why I'm not traditionally publishing.
And Kant must have persevered.
Yep. Like, shameless plug. I started a Kickstarter.
That is or will be linked down in the description. She's trying to raise money to publish her first debut novel, a sci-fi multiverse book concerning mental health, which, by the way, we're also doing a shirt where we're trying to raise some money for suicide awareness and mental health. We're trying to source a good charity right now. If you have any good charities to recommend, please drop them in the comments after the stream so we have them. And we're going to investigate some good charities to donate. And at the end of the month, any proceeds we make from the Suicide Canceled shirt, which is available at our store, we will donate that proceed to the charity. That was a little bit jumbled, but I think you got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is interesting, Nathaniel.
Yes, people do need to read more because we're both authors, and he already has a book out. By the way.
Yeah. If you like fantasy, this is me.
Yep. Yeah. So.
That's awesome.
Oh, really?
Nice. If you did again, we have a public Discord. There's a slot. There's sections in there. We kind of have stuff for everyone. We have an entire section of the Discord dedicated to literature and discussions of writing. So feel free to hop in. You can find that. I think that's in the stuff down below. It should be. And if it's not, you can easily find it by going to our Twitch. 1 second. I'll put it up on the screen here.
Holy shizzle. Yeah.
That's our Twitch.
Yeah, that's our Twitch.
If you're feeling adventurous, Twitch.
Yep. And feel free to join the Discord. Because,
Holy faux shizzle.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, 1 second. Or do I have water in my... Okay.
Do you have water? Yes. Yep. You have your.
I got my mug
Got
with
your
the
mug.
with the pretty blue color that matches my eyes.
Yes.
Actually, this is quite a few shades deeper than my eyes, but you get this light.
Yes. Water.
Oh God, I love water. As an
Yes.
adult, I've really come to appreciate how much I love water.
Water is it. Yeah, it's
Um,
very good.
I want to.
It's always best to hydrate with liquid.
We're
Adventurous
gonna
affirmations.
adventurous affirmation. Oh, I'm gonna drop the Kickstarter in the comments really quick.
Okay.
Boom.
But
YouTube might block that, even though it's from us.
But that's okay. Maybe.
So I do.
See that.
I think it might be interesting to look at a Twitter thread talking about this. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene's great lady. Joe Biden just declared all of us enemies of the state. Facts. Biden is a danger to us all. Fact. Joe Biden must be impeached and imprisoned. And don't let Kamala get the presidency either, because she's just as culpable for all his crimes.
Kamala hills up
at
Harris.
least they've been working together. Kamala spreads her legs, Harris. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
This is great.
Oh my God!
Oh,
I love it.
Oh.
Now, I want to be very clear.
Oh, that makes me happy.
I love it.
I want to get the comments to this.
Leo says Pedo-Hitler, and then the German audio is fucking best. Yes.
God damn it. Okay, it's not giving me that for some reason. Who else thinks that Marjorie Taylor Greene is an enemy of the state?
When I join the Discord, I'll
okay. These people. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Yep, preach.
Awesome. Well, we will be very happy to have you in the Discord.
Mm-hmm. I wish these people would have a brain. I really do.
Yeah.
I love it. Like I said, the memes make themselves. Oh my God, someone deep faked.
Whoa! Wowie!
Wenn ja, dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich eingetreten bin.
This is great.
Oh my God. Fiora Biden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I love this comment. This looks satanic. I always knew that Badung was is the spirit of the Antichrist. I'm not sure about that one, but he's definitely not on the side of God. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Maggie Maggot, you idiots that keep spreading lies and are trying to destroy this country are just...
Yes, it is Zack and Kate. Yes. You are right.
Oh, and by the way, if you want to follow me over on Twitter, I would sincerely appreciate you guys helping me accumulate my very own Twitter army. And there we go. At Dolge Thorn. The reason it's at Dolge Thorn is because he's the protagonist of my novel here.
Awesome. You what? Says awesome. Now I'm doodling you, peeps.
Ah, well, shucks. If you're good at art, I would literally cry if you made fan art of my series. I absolutely love seeing fan art of my stuff. It warms my cold iron heart like nothing else can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do artwork and stuff like that too, and post things into Discord. So yeah. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, guys, I want to show you. This is this is very illustrative.
Oh, you cosplay too. That's cool.
Oh, nice. Oh, fuck yeah, a comic book. Oh, dude, I'm in talks with some people who might be able to help me make it into a graphic novel. That's in the plan. I want to get that done at some point. It's literally just a matter of me making the connections or getting enough of this. But that is going to
Yeah.
happen. I also have a guy currently working on the audiobook.
Ah, yes. Hence the Lady Loki. I like your
This account
your
art.
profile pic. It is lovely.
Oh my god.
Hell
Caitlin,
yeah. What?
Caitlin, the fucking guy I had a Twitter argument with earlier about gender and how there's only two of them, he
Yes.
fucking blocked me, bro.
Oh my god.
Not able to view this, blah blah blah. So everyone, I was having a somewhat civil discussion. I called him a dotard, but that was the most uncivil I got. With someone on Twitter about how there's only two genders. He was trying to say spectrum, all that nonsense, and here I am spitting facts. And yeah, it's just turned into this whole thing. I really hit him with some really hard hitting shit. The irony of a Biden supporter saying his political opponents don't understand things is almost too much for my mortal vessel to tolerate. And then he was talking about this whole fucking spiel about how I'm a science denier because gender is, binary. And then he accused me. Well, and then I replied with this. This is where I call him a dotard. Denies science doesn't mean anything. It's a buzz term you people use to try and make your enemies sound stupid. Science is a process of evolving understanding through repeated experimentation, and I cannot deny a process. And then there was some other. It went back and forth. Apparently, Deborah So is a fringe whack job, even though she has a PhD in sexual neuroscience. And these people are absolutely insane. Who the fuck told Joe this was a good idea?
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Leo says, bro, what the fuck? He blocked you for stating your opinion.
He blocked me for saying, oh, yeah, that's routine.
You're back with the wagging fingers again. Yes.
I kid you not. I have lost friendships because I said I don't think it's okay to medically mutilate children before they're old enough to have puberty. And I lost a longtime friend over that. It absolutely boggles my mind.
Yep. It's like, hey, look, if you're going to make, the age for them to consume alcohol to be 21, let the age of them, saying whether or not they want to get permanent surgery be 21. Well, of course you would get asked. You would get blocked for asking a question like that, Caden. You're only 17.
Bro, what the fuck? Yes, they're back at the wagging fingers again. Yep. I get blocked for asking the Universal if they killed or not. I'm very much cemented in my beliefs, which makes people. Oh yeah. I would not describe myself as being cemented in my beliefs. I'm always willing to change my beliefs if you can prove me wrong. The problem is I haven't been proven wrong in a very long time. Hang on. Water.
He shall return. But yeah. But a lot of the time, especially right now, a lot of people, they do not like it if you are not as wishy-washy as a dishwasher like they are. Yeah, there he goes. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah, because he had to go get water.
Witnessing the sacred moon ritual. Oh, yeah. That's right. I was going to Google this thing you had me. Okay.
He has Thor's hair. That is majestic. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's lovely. Yep. It was so great.
working on the muscles too, but I'm not going to take steroids, so I'll always be a little bit behind.
That's okay. Yeah. The other day on Twitch, we raided into somebody new, and they were like, his hair, it's amazing. The guy was like, his thighs are so thick.
A young citizen born in our reproductive farms who, due to our carelessness, was able to escape from Gynocratic Republic to take refuge in a patriarchal era where it was welcomed. They taught it to speak beyond a few that it learned in our country, and it was interrogated by the patriarchal in order to find out who is life for men.
Justin.
Uh,
Any links to the speech? I don't know.
if you're talking, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I did not. I'm glad that I did.
No sharing the screen, because we would
be insta taken down. Jesus fucking Christ. Be careful, guys, if you look up this L71014H thing. Hardcore pornography. Thank God I was not sharing the screen. Holy shit.
Yeah. We be in big trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the video.
To the
The video I was using. Hang on. History. Recently closed tabs. The fuck?
What?
It wasn't. Hang on. It wasn't showing up in recently closed tabs for some reason.
Oh, the speech.
There we go.
He said, I would have warned you in time, but your theory distracted me.
Is it? Hang on. Do I still have it open somewhere? Is that?
Do you?
Do I?
Do you? Yes. And it's very nice to have all of you hanging out here tonight.
It is. I sincerely appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to have to re-look it up because for some reason it's not showing up in my tabs.
Yeah. Caden says, anyway, I have to go. My stupid meter is maxed out.
It's maxed out. It's haunting
It's
you.
haunting you. Go.
Has Rosie the Riveter on it. I'm done. The ghost of they steal copy images, by the way. I will look into that. God damn it. Hang on.
I'll stay, actually. Well, yeah, if you want to lurk or whatever, that is fine.
Here it is.
Ah.
I'm going to share the screen here again. Come on. So the video is full speech. President Biden gives primetime speech on the soul of the nation before midterm elections from Now This News. I will drop a comment.
Link there. I was going to send you a request on Discord so you can look at this goofy site. Okay.
The comments on this video. How do you distinguish between the Americans who voted for Trump versus Republicans?
Okay. Yeah. Well, on Discord, I am writer uninterrupted because it would not let me change the thingy. So.
Okay, I was going to send you a request on Discord. Yeah. For this goofy site.
Okay.
It's very, very goofy.
Very goofy. Okay.
Could you imagine naming a bill one thing and then it passes calling it something else?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Biden is throwing down the gauntlet, watching the downfall of the greatest empire ever. What a ride. Ain't that the truth, brother? Obama said, never underestimate Joe's ability to fuck things up. Truer words were never spoken. Finally, something me and Obama agree on. It doesn't matter what party you align with. This background is facts. Kind of creepy. Hey,
P.S.
side's the road.
Leaking the codes.
Hey, our side's the red one, isn't it?
It says, P.S. Leaking the codes to the company owned by a certain communist. You didn't get those from me. Don't blame me if they stick a tube up your arse.
Okay. Moral of Joe's story. This is the first time I actually saw a president destroy this country in real time. I mean, we literally all watched it happen with every executive order. This is unbelievable.
Or a doctor put something in your brain.
He said, you better be talking Trump or what, Jake the dog? You gonna bark at me? Fuck Joe Biden. Things were way better when Trump was president. Facts. No way it was much better. Y'all really inhaling the Kool-Aid. The fact that people on the left still insist it's us on the right who are drinking the Kool-Aid, when you guys constantly get everything wrong, when you constantly have to lie or move the goalpost to have a defensible position, it is like... Who said, yes, let's go with crimson background. It'll make us look fair.
Leo says, fuck Joe Biden. Do.
Are they trying to look like villains?
Yeah. Yep. They're like, oh, well, you know.
Oh, my God, bro. I just can't, Caitlin. I just can't.
We have officially lost our ability to can with these people.
Scar. Who does? Who reminds you of Scar? Me?
He reminds me of Scar. Or I think she's talking about Grandpa Joe.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I see the comparison. Except Scar was like actually intelligent, actually charismatic, actually capable of strategic and intelligent planning, and had a point.
Right. Yeah. She says, yeah, Jittery Joe. Yeah.
Once again, if you are forced to describe the toilet in a secret company hideout, what the fuck are you getting on about, Caden? We need to see each other. I've already been called by the FBI about my potential involvement in January 6th. Like, you're not going to be able to scare me, bro.
Yeah.
We need to see each other as friends and not treat each other as enemies. As this entire speech is about branding half of America as enemy. Facts. Never in our entire history have we seen a speech like this. That is true.
Mm.
Man, this speech hit harder than Hunter hits a crack pipe.
Angel Bastard says, I'm more worried about the WEF than Dems.
That is reasonable.
Yeah.
That is. Now I'll tell you this.
Here's
why that's a little backwards in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Because if we can get the radical left completely out of politics, then we can return America to an America first mindset where both sides actually at least are willing to pretend that they're trying to further America's interests. And then it won't be so easy for the other entities out in the world to fuck with us, because we'll go back to being the strongest, unequivocally most dangerous state in the world. So if we can get rid of Dems as a problem, the World Economic Forum will cease to be a problem.
Yes.
Or if someone knocks you out with gas and does something to you. Water news? Are you talking about Waterloo? No, not Waterloo. The Watergate. Or is that water news? What is that? I'm confused. because C30 described the toy in a company hideout as having its own room with a glass door. I certainly don't take blame if they end up calling you toilet for the rest of your stay there. Monsters Inc. What about Monsters Inc.? And
water news from Monsters Inc. Yeah, the spider guy. That was yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, I'm just
The
gonna have
guy that was the CEO or president of the Monsters Inc. company, who was who was actually the villain. So they made him out to be like the good guy for a good bit of it. Yeah, Sullivan, give me the child. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Sullivan, give me the child.
2319. We've got a 2319.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's just one of those movies I never saw. And at this point, I feel like I've basically got the entire movie through memes, so I don't really need to see it again.
Pretty much. Also me just singing random things from it. I think back where it came from, or so help me get the thing away
I would actually say that it's much more like, Kamala, spread your legs. Oh, my butt's been wiped.
Right. Oh.
No, I did not post porn in your Discord. No, I'm saying, no, you didn't post porn in the Discord. I'm saying I looked up L71014H, and the first result from my search engine, the page had porn on it. It was talking about the thing. It was talking about the stuff you're talking about, but there was a lot of porn on there too.
Yeah.
I know. I'm on mobile, so I forgot to do. Well, hey, but maybe the people who maybe someone might be like tuning in and out of this, doing the dishes, and they don't know. So
right? Yeah. He said, "Yeah, copyrighted porn they illegally used."
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, not a surprise.
That does not surprise me. I love the reassurance.
The reassurance just makes me feel so reassured.
So, hey guys,
yeah.
Unless there's anything that anyone else wants my opinion or commentary on, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for being here and all the engagement, all the comments. Absolutely, sincerely appreciate y'all. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. I could really use the support if you're someone who's inclined to support me. It would mean the world to me if you could do that. Stop by and comment and like every now and then, and just help a brother out. And
thank you to everybody who joined the Discord. And Leo, I will check out the stuff that you sent me.
Yep. And of course, if you want to buy my books, they're down in the description. Caitlin's Discarder, if it's not Caitlin's Kickstarter. If not, will be. We're doing the Suicide Awareness Month t-shirt. If you wanted to check that out and help us with a charitable donation build up, cool. All that stuff down in the description. Thank you so much.
Yes.
P.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Read it in your own time. Alrighty, you got. Thank you, Leo. We will. Really appreciate you being here, and may God stop. Well, I agree with that. God bless us and protect us.
Yes.
Anyways, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Sincerely appreciate everyone for being here.
Everybody. Yes.
And until next time, welcome to the adventure.